Hello, my name is Larry Nelson, and I'm a professional photographer out of Louisiana. And I just want to talk about a vintage camera that I think that is real good to this day. In 2017, I was just excuse me, scrolling on Craigslist, and I came across this Nikon D2X for 200 bucks. I know it's been out about 13-14 years, but I was thinking, I'm like, wow, look at that camera, look at the condition of that camera. And I gave the lady a call. Gave her a call. She picked the phone up, and she said she didn't know what to do with the camera. She's not a camera geek or whatever you want to call it. She just was lost with the camera. So I gave her $200 for it, and it's in real good condition. To be a 14-year-old camera, 13, 14-year-old camera. And there's a lot of things I like about this camera, and there's a lot of things I don't like about this camera. But at the time that this camera came out, everything about this camera was real good. But compared to today, it only has 12.4 megapixels. That's cool, because anytime you being a professional photographer, we don't really pay attention to megapixels because we know how to shoot. Another thing I don't like is that small viewfinder on the back, and just really not nowhere close to the type of viewfinders that they're putting on cameras these days. Really, that viewfinder is just for just seeing that you took the picture. But if you know how to get your exposure right, and your f-stops and your ISOs and all that good stuff, and get you a good lens and all that, you should be good. Get your nice flash, because the ISOs on this camera goes up to about 800 ISOs. So 800 ISOs, that's all you will get. Think about that. Compared to where cameras goes up to these, they go way up, way up. And things that I like about this camera, I like the feel and the build of this camera. Weatherproof camera. I also like the 100% viewfinder. It's got a big viewfinder on this camera. And a lot of cameras on the market now don't have large viewfinders. I like the buttons. I like how all the buttons are set up on the back. It looks so professional. And I like the little screen at the bottom. It looks very professional. And I know they got the D3, D3S, D3, such and such, 4, D5, and all of them basically look like this. But the higher you go up, the better upgrades you get. But this D2X, it still takes good pictures. Don't get me wrong, though. It takes great pictures, and I'm gonna leave some pictures, show y'all some pictures that I took with the camera after we get through with this review. But anyway, I have a 55 to 200 millimeter lens on here. This is the DX lens, VR2 lens. The VR2 lens with the button that you have to press to come out of there. It's a pretty good sharp lens, and it gave out some good images. It's an f4 to f5.6. Keeping it down there, f4 is pretty good. It came with another kit lens and a 200 to 400 millimeter lens. It came with that too. But overall, this camera is good. 2017, I will be shooting with this camera, and the f-stops goes up all the way to 8,000. It goes up there, man. It goes way up. So it goes way up. That's the shutter speed. I'm sorry, not the f-stops, but the shutter speed goes all the way up there to 1/8,000. That's real good. And a lot of cameras to this day don't even have that. You got to think about that. I think in Canon, I know Canon on their crop sensor side recently just got all that type of stuff. But yeah, this camera here is a nice camera, man. I like it, and I like the build of it. They don't build them like this. They don't build them like this anymore. So yeah, it's got all your features that was real high quality for 13, 14 years ago. Then you can shoot up to 8 frames a second too. They shoot up to 8 frames a second, but you only get 8 frames a second when it crops down to about, I think, 5 megapixels, 5 or 6 megapixels. You get the full 8 frames a second, but you only get about 5 frames per second when you're using the whole 12.4 megapixels, which is still not bad for this camera in this age. But like I say, everything about this camera is real good except the viewfinder and the ISOs. Don't like that, man. It's got a lot of buttons on it, and yes, one card slot. It takes the big SIM, what you call it, SQ cards, or I don't know what you call them. I forgot what you call them. But anyway, correct me in the bottom. But yeah, this is my Nikon D850 of 2017, because I know the D850 is awesome, and man, I'm going to get that camera. But this is right now, this is my version of the Nikon D850, the D2X camera. If you like my review, leave me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, leave me a thumbs down, but you liked it anyway. If you watched it anyway, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It's Mr. Nelson signing out.